Hello there, Pisces. It's good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your June love reading. This is actually good for like the next 4 to 5 weeks, so from now until like mid-July. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and we're also going to be using the soulmate cards and also the romance angel cards, and then we'll go to the tarot for some more details. So let's get into this. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I really do appreciate you considering liking, commenting, subscribing, all of those things. I really do appreciate all of your support of my channel. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Pisces. It's interesting energy, but you're probably going to sit there and shake your head and say, no, not again. We have the never-ending story and then regeneration. This energy of either somebody coming back, wanting TikTok, divine timing, somebody either wanting to come back, or sometimes this is just the energy, of somebody coming back, or, the memories of somebody coming back. Sometimes when we're trying to move forward in our life and away from a certain relationship that has ended, these energies can pop up. Because there's nothing new, if nothing new has actually arrived yet in our life. So let's take a look. Let's see, especially this regeneration. This is the reunion card, somebody wanting to reconcile. I will say that on the bottom, you have not for you. So I feel as if there could be somebody that wants to reconcile with you, but I have a feeling you're going to sit there and be, there's this energy of, no, that's not what I want. That is not what I want. You may feel at this time that it is somebody that you would like to have come back. But I feel like once, if, they actually show up or call or something like that, it's going to be this, oh yeah, you're still the same, right? And you've kind of moved on. I really get a sense that you have moved on. Yeah, ascend, hidden path, journal, mirroring. So it could be a twin flame connection. Doesn't have to be, but that energy of, somebody wanting to kind of come in and, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. I think that they may be coming in, but there's a lot of fear here. I feel like they want to come in. They want to reunion. They want a fresh start with you. There is this energy of, they feel the loss of you in their life. You may, because they have such a strong connection with you, sometimes you could be mirroring their energy. So you could be missing them, even though you don't really want to reconcile, because their energy is so strong with yours. We have journal here. This could be a really good time to sit down and journal and really kind of think about this relationship. Why did it end? You can think about the good times, but also kind of, I really get a sense that there is also this energy of understanding how you are different. That's the message I'm getting. Kind of journaling. You have ascended, Pisces. You are at a higher level now than you were when you were with this person, even if it was just last week. You have already kind of ascended so high. And, I get the sense that, if this person actually calls you, or comes around knocking on your door, there is this energy of as soon as you start talking to them, or even maybe even just see them, it's like, yes, that's not what I want. It may have been something that you wanted. You still may have love in your heart for this person, right? We are here to love. But it doesn't mean that even if you're you still have loving feelings for that person. It does not mean that you have to be in a romantic relationship with that person. And I think that that is part of what you recognize now, is that, you know, there is a difference between having loving feelings for somebody and being romantically in love with someone. So really interesting energy, a very kind of a spiritual. I think you have awakened, but perhaps the person you're dealing with has not. Yeah, because we have here, it is safe for you to love, calling in your soulmate and love yourself first. This person, you know, it could be even a new person that is coming onto your path, but truly resembles in a lot of ways, more than just physically. Okay, they could have a similar job, they could drive a similar car, right? They could have similar, you know, kind of like beliefs about, you know, relationships or religion or politics, you know, just life in general. I feel like even if it isn't the exact person, it could be somebody that almost like is mirroring them. And it's almost like a wake-up call to let you step into this energy. I love this, that you are, it is safe for you to love. This is not the person you want to love, okay? You can still have loving feelings, of course, because we want to stay in our heart space. But it's not the romantic connection for you. And recognizing that it helps you to realize that you are stepping into this energy of loving yourself, of making a romantic love decisions based on, you know, what is truly good for you. Calling in a soulmate. We have the calling in a soulmate. You're calling in, you're wanting someone that really is more on an ascended level that you are on, that's more in alignment to the person that you have grown to be. Really interesting energy. You know, we have Five of Pentacles on the bottom. I feel like this person truly hurt you. And I think they made you feel not worthy of their love. It was a difficult ending. You know, it's put you onto a path of where you have had to seek how to love yourself, because this person almost, I'm getting the word unlovable, may have made you feel as if you are unlovable. And Pisces, you are truly lovable, and you truly deserve to have someone in your life that loves and cherishes you, every single bit of you, you know. It doesn't want to change you, doesn't ridicule you, doesn't compare you to other people, loves you for who you are. So I'm sending you out lots of love and hugs, because I feel as if this person, whether it's a new person that's kind of mirroring an old person or the actual past love coming back, I feel like they almost trigger you, where you could, in that moment, kind of like spiral back into those energies of not feeling worthy enough. You know, here comes the never-ending story, you know. They could just say something, you know, it could be a look, you know, like they look at you a little weird and you're like, oh, I recognize that look, you know. And it's kind of, this energy of, I feel like this is almost like a test, a chance for you to understand that you have come so far on your path, that you have stepped into an energy of truly loving yourself, of recognizing, you know, I'm way past that. I only allow romantic relationships into my life that are, you know, truly, you know, able, let's put it that way, right? Willing and able to love me for who I am and where I am on my journey, and not judging me, you know, for who I am now or who I may have been in the past. We all get, you know, I think it's a good energy to keep in mind too when we start dating new people, right? About not kind of like almost projecting past situations that we have been in on the new person, allowing everybody to have a fresh start. You know, I've said before that I was a teacher. One of my favorite things about teaching is that, you know, everybody gets a fresh start. And I would always say that the first day of school to my class, you know, I don't listen, you know, I never talked to your teacher from last year. You get a fresh start. And I would appreciate it if you give me a fresh start too, because, you know, kids can talk on the school bus. Oh no, you have her. The kids mostly liked me. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. Okay, lovely energy. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I think this whole situation with either a past person or a new person that kind of resembles somebody from the past puts you into your Queen of Wands energy. The Queen of Wands is confident, right? I mean, she's attractive, she's creative, she's business savvy, she has everything, right? And it's kind of like, you know, she steps into a room, everybody wants to talk to her because, you know, it's kind of like, oh, the Queen of Wands is here. Well, this is you, Pisces. You're stepping into this energy of being so super confident. And, you know, super confident people attract other people. People want to be with people that are super confident, not arrogant, but super confident. And I feel like you're in that energy, and you are. Look at, we have the 10 of Cups underneath that. Able to be attracting in, perhaps, you know, a new love that is your 10 of Cups, okay? The problem is that when you step into this Queen of Wands energy, there are those past energies that are like, oh, wait a minute, there goes, you know, my Queen of Wands. I think, you know, maybe I'll try to reunite with Pisces. She's, you know, she or he is, I'm saying she because it's a queen, but the gender doesn't matter. It's just the energy of, you know, yeah, okay, Pisces, yeah, I want, you know, yeah, let's reconnect. But what you're truly doing is looking for somebody that's going to stick around. You know, the 10 of Cups is, you know, a long-term committed relationship. You know, somebody to grow old with, you know, that type of energy. So your present energy right now, I love this, is the 9 of Cups. You are wishing and hoping. You are looking for your true calling in your soulmate, right? Somebody that is going to love you. Somebody that you love in return, somebody that cherishes you, that, you know, is there for the good times and there for the times where you may need some, you know, some extra support, and you're there for them. You have each other's backs, you know. So let's see what we have here. Oh, I'm gonna flip this around. Let's flip that over. So, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, here's that 10 of Swords energy. Yeah, lots of conflict. I think you're seeing the truth of this difficult ending in the past. The conflict that it brought in. It could be even that you may have felt like this past relationship, there was a lot of conflict because there was, to me, this is competition. There could, you know, the word comparing came up earlier. You know, that sense of being judged, kind of compared to other people. And you're seeing your truth now. You're kind of like, no, wait a minute. I know I am amazing just the way I am. You know, accepting yourself for who you are, being really confident in who you are, and understanding I'm not taking anything less than what is, you know, truly good for me. You're coming into, you know, this 9 of Cups. You have the 9 of Cups here. You're stepping into this energy of turning the wheel in your favor, of having the blessings come around. And unfortunately, with this energy, there is the energy of somebody coming back from the past, you know, somebody wanting to have a new, fresh start with you. We have the Fool card. I feel like, you know, there is this opportunity where you run into someone from the past, or they call you up, or you go out on a date with somebody that reminds you of the past person, right? And it's kind of like, well, wait a minute. I've gone through that portal. I am now stepping onto a new path with the Fool card here. You know, understanding that, no, wait a minute. I want to close out that chapter. You know, that energy of let's close out that chapter. Let's go forward with, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is not rushing into anything. Going slow, planting the pentacle and knowing that it will grow into something that will last a long time. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is, you know, the energy of, you know, along with your Ten of Cups is the energy of a long-term committed relationship. Something that you can bank on, right? With the Pentacles. And even though it moves slowly, it is moving slowly because you are building a strong foundation. And I feel as if even if a new person comes in and they're totally different than the last person, and you feel like, yes, I have truly stepped into the energy of attracting people that are more in tune with who I am as the Queen of Wands, that you are still going to go slow with this. You've learned that in the past, if you jumped too quickly into a relationship, you didn't have the time to build the solid foundation that you needed for the relationship to truly last. It's about, you know, not just being, you know, stepping into the energy of being lovers. It's also stepping into the energy of being friends, of being really good friends to each other, you know, backing each other up. Having long conversations, you know, being able to know that that person is going to support you, to know that they are a true soulmate. And, you know, that kind of love takes a long time to build. It's not going to happen overnight. Really interesting, because your obstacle here, your area of resistance, is moving on from the past, having a little bit of difficulty moving on from the past. And I'm going to tell you, Pisces, I really and truly feel like that's because the person from the past is thinking about you, okay? Even if they don't call you up, even if they don't send you an email, okay, or reach out to you on social media or anything like that, they're thinking about you. And that's why we have this energy of somebody wanting to reunite. You're just picking, you are, you know, that is a person that you do have a soul connection with. Does not mean that you need to be with them romantically, right? But there is something there. And so when they're thinking about you, a lot of times you can feel that energy. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, Ten of Cups, strength. Yeah, Five of Cups. You know, there is the energy of, I feel like this person from the past really is missing you. You are, in turn, are feeling that energy. And especially if you're like, yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking so much about them. You know, they really hurt me. I don't want to go back to that, right? You have ascended. But at the same time, even though you've ascended, you still can feel their energy of them missing you. And that does not mean that they may not be appearing to have fun in their worlds, right? It does not, you know, people can put on a facade of anything, you know, but their energy is definitely missing you. I can feel that. So it's about having the strength to walk away from this relationship, to move forward. You know, the Six of Swords is moving from the turbulent waters into the calm waters. You're having a hard time because it's as if you're walking away from something that you truly did love at one time, or you thought was going to be your long-lasting relationship. So it's really difficult to do that. And just as you are like having the strength and the courage to walk away, I feel like, you know, we have the Page of Swords. I feel this is their energy of checking up on you. You know, they could be even asking friends about you. But you can feel their energy, you know, of them thinking about you. Trying to figure out, what is Pisces doing? You know, is it possible that we could reconnect? Even if they don't actually call you up, okay? So I'm really kind of trying to stress that, because when you're going through that type of energy, it can be very confusing to you. If this is somebody you really don't want to be with, but all you can do is feel their energy, it can be very confusing. It's kind of like, I don't get it. Why am I thinking about that person when all I want to do is, move away from them? There is some information. I don't know if this came up in your June reading, your general, but there is information about, energy cords, about how to, try to pull the energy cord or cut. There's information on YouTube and the internet about that if you're kind of interested in researching that a little bit. So your advice is the Eight of Swords. Interesting advice. So let's go ahead and clarify that, because the Eight of Swords is the energy of not having confidence, of having self-doubt, of not being sure of what the future holds for you as far as a love relationship. Wow. The Chariot. Really lovely energy. The Chariot is Cancer energy, but it's also the energy of being successful, of being recognized, of making quick progress, of victory in your favor. Okay, that message I'm getting is that, to recognize that you may be feeling these feelings, not to kind of like shove them down, to recognize, okay, I'm feeling a little off kilter. Why am I feeling a little off kilter? What do I have to do? It's taking action as far as building the type of life that you are wanting. The Queen of Pentacles is, good spouse material, okay? Just like the King of Pentacles, very grounded, home and hearth, takes good care of herself, takes good care of her family and friends. And gender doesn't matter. It's just that energy of truly nurturing your entire home environment, and your relationships. It's about stepping into your Queen of Wands energy, of understanding sometimes that these energies of feeling like you have lost something is going to come up. And when it does, it's about kind of like changing your perspective, your attitude of saying, thank you, fear, for trying to keep me safe, because your ego could be trying to say, hey, at least what you had before. Why are we going out into the big wide world looking for new love? Let's just go back to the old. And it's only because there is not new yet in your life, okay? Even if you go out on a date, I feel like that person is going to somehow be mirroring somebody from the past, and it's okay. This is kind of like Spirit saying that's okay. Your job right now is to just say, wait a minute, that isn't what I want, and really stepping into the energy of what it is that you want, okay? You want to be a loving, nurturing, caring person for your home and your family. And what you're trying to attract is the same thing. Okay, so if this is resonating with you, it's about stepping into that Queen of Pentacles energy so that you can attract somebody that is kind of like in the King of Pentacles energy, because the King and Queen are considered the epitome of the couple that is the long-term committed relationship. Okay, so gender doesn't matter. It's just stepping into that energy of, acting as if you are already in that. The other message I'm getting is that for some of you, you could be a little bit, okay, how do I put this? You want to be confident. But perhaps you're too much in your single energy. If you're trying to truly attract a long-term relationship, it's about kind of thinking about your energy not as I'm single, but as I'm coupled, even if you're not. It's kind of like almost, I feel like you almost have to shift into acting as if it already has happened. You have already met your true soulmate. I read this really interesting book once about attracting your soulmate, and it talked about like, you know, if you're single, like the nightstand, that would be, you know, your romantic partner's side of the bed. For that nightstand, you would like clean out the top drawers so they would have a place to put some things. You would have a coaster for their water, or you might have Kleenex over there or whatever, you know, like already kind of in your home environment, making room and space for the person that you are trying to attract. Whereas the Queen of Wands, I'm not saying the Queen of Wands is bad energy, but it's not somebody that is making room in their home, making space in their heart, making space in their home for the committed relationship. You see the fine line? It's kind of like, yeah, you want to be confident, but you also want to take action as far as making space in your environment for the person that you are trying to call in, because you have calling in your soulmate. So let's see, the outcome is the Hierophant. Okay, lovely energy, long-term committed relationship. It's also the wedding card, but it is, you know, stepping into that energy of having what it is that is truly in alignment with your core values. You know, we all have different ideas of what a romantic relationship looks like, and that's wonderful, right? So it's about, what does a romantic relationship look like for you, and then making yourself and your environment in that energy, as if that person already exists, helps to bring that person in. The person that is in alignment with the person that you are now and that you will continue to grow to be. Really lovely energy here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, after a long time of, you know, perhaps prospects coming in, and the Four of Cups is like, no. And, you know, it's like you're on the dating app and it's swipe, swipe, swipe. You know, it's kind of like, no, no, no. It's like all of a sudden somebody comes in. We have the Lover's card here. This is Gemini energy. Could be Gemini, but it doesn't have to be. It's somebody that is really in alignment with you. They're attracted to you. With the Queen of Wands, there is, you know, the thing about the Queen of Wands is that she's passionate, you know. She's sexy. Once again, gender doesn't matter, but it's kind of like, you know, turning up, a little bit of turning up the spice in your life, you know. That's a really nice energy. It's a really nice energy. And, you know, then having a decision to make. I feel like you have more than one person coming in. When you really and truly embrace this energy of stepping into, you know, yeah, understanding what it is that you're trying to attract, and then making room for that type of person to come into your life, you know. You know, I think it's interesting because a lot of times, you know, we don't, you know, we want to lose 5 pounds, or, you know, get a new haircut, or, you know, we think about those things, about changing ourselves, right, to attract in a new love. I really like the idea. Of course, we always want to feel as confident as we can, right? In any situation, whether it's romantic or career or whatever. But I also love the energy of really kind of sitting there and thinking about, you know, when that person comes to your house, like, what would that look like? Where would they put their things? You know, how would that, you know, kind of thinking that out helps you to get into that energy of, yeah, I do. You know, just thinking about, like, you know, if you were getting ready for some guests to come visit, or even come over just for dinner, right? Like, what would you do? And it's kind of like getting prepared for that mentally helps to also get your physical space ready for that person. Okay, so here is your Lover's Oracle card. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another. Okay, and I'm going to say this is that past person, because we had the mirroring card here. The qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. You know, that is just so true, unfortunately. And it does not have to be a romantic connection. That sometimes the things that annoy us in other people, that is the mirror. That is letting us know what it is that we don't like about ourselves. And sometimes it is also the best way to kind of like understand the areas that you can, you know, work on progressing in. You know, looking at, you know, sometimes, you know, it is, you know, have you ever, you know, gone to lunch or dinner with anybody, you know, a friend, family member, or whatever, and, you know, they have terrible table manners or something like that. And then it's like, you know, you look at that and then you're like, oh my goodness, you know, like that's, you know, it's terrible, you know. And then you sit there and then you're kind of like, oh, well, how do I look when I am eating? You know, am I neat and tiny and polite and chewing with my mouth closed and all those things? So sometimes, you know, it's just sometimes the simple things in life that can be annoying, but at the same time, it's also, you know, the universe putting up that mirror and saying, okay, this might be something you want to work on too. All right, well, Pisces, I am going to leave it there. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation, all your situations. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I do so appreciate all of your support with likes and subscriptions. I really do appreciate your support of my channel, and I do hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.